beautiful. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's lovely to have you here this morning or wherever you are. It's morning for me. I like be completely honest with you. I'm not a morning person. I never have been, and I'm not a night owl either. It's like an optimum time, 11 till probably 4 or 5. Hello, welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining me live. I'm just checking everything. It's just again me today, so I'll have one eye on letting people in. And yeah, one eye on you guys. Okay. And then I have the channeling as well. So stuff going on in my head too. Welcome. Okay, so I'm really excited to have you here. And I'm really excited for the one today, actually, because I've never done one on today's topic, because I don't feel it's something that I personally struggle with. But maybe that's just a block for me, who knows? But I know that so many other women do. So I'm really excited to deliver this one to you. And I've got a great goddess lined up as well, which I just discovered. And I was like, she's going to be perfect. Okay. So today I'm going to tell you all, today's healing is going to be on saying goodbye to imposter syndrome and recognizing how truly amazing and incredibly talented you are. Because I've worked with so many women for years now, years and years. And it blows my mind how they don't feel that they're worthy or deserving, or that they don't see themselves the same way I see them, or even their loved ones see them. And this totally blows my mind, because you are absolutely incredible. You're perfect, whole, healed and complete just as you are. These healings just shift you to another frequency, what I call the queen frequency. So you can hang out on it's your true frequency, basically. Your queen frequency is where your consciousness is elevated. And when your consciousness is elevated above what we call the battleground is judgment, fear, criticism, all that kind of energy. If you elevate your consciousness to above that, align it to love, that's when you see your true self and you create miracles for yourself, because you're the ones that create miracles. You do it. I can facilitate them, but it's you that is creating it. And then when you do that, that's when you create the life that you want, because any action that you take in that space, in your queen frequency, if you like, that's aligned to love. So it's got to work out. And normally it works out and blows our mind even better than we ever thought it could. So awesome. So who's up for some of that? Who's feeling that with the imposter syndrome? Up for some tapping on that. Let me know in the chat, because I would love to hear. Also, let me know in the chat where you yes, please. Let me just Zoom's moved things around a bit for me, so I'm just like, what have you done with things? Wonderful, amazing. We've got one yes. Yeah, also let me know where you're dialing in from. Sounds really old school. Where you're calling in from, because I'd love to know. And I'll give you a little bit of housekeeping while you let me know. So if you don't know me, I'm Lucy Brand, and I help you to straighten your crown, claim your throne, and activate your BQE, also known as Big Queen Energy, and introduce you to a new way of living, creating, and being. And this is a safe space, okay? So this is a space where we all come together without fear of judgment, okay? You are free to experience this healing however you choose to. I'm just the guide, right? So you just take responsibility for yourself and just do what you want to do. If you just want to sit back, lie and listen. You do that. Like wherever your cup is, if your cup is empty right now and you're like, I just want to be in your energy, Lucy, that's totally cool. I've got loads of energy. My cup is overflowing. So feel free. Like, this is your time to nourish yourself, whatever that means to you. Yes, although I'm recording this, you will only see my face and I will never read out your names in the chat. Okay, so if you feel comfortable sharing, I'd invite you to do that, because that's wonderful, and I love supporting you in that way as well. And I'll never read out your names or anything like that, so you won't be identifiable. And I ask for you to take responsibility for yourself. So what I mean by that is, if something's getting uncomfortable, because the thing is, I don't do surface level, right? Like, I just don't feel there's any point in that. Like, I like to go deep, and sometimes I go deep and fast. So if you're feeling a little bit uncomfortable, overwhelmed, or there's some emotions coming up that you're finding challenging, do not worry. Stay in the room, breathe. That is the gift of life. And tap on the collarbone here, because this one is related to fear, right? And all that's coming up is that you're fearful about what you're experiencing. Or just breathe and stop. Like, you're in control of this. I'm just the guide, okay? Right. I think that's it. Right, I'm going to check the chat. So what have we got? Oh, I've got a few yeses to imposter syndrome. Awesome. Berkshire, very nice, welcome. I've got another yes, another yes. Oh, Sydney, awesome. I haven't had someone from Sydney in the house for a long time, so welcome, welcome, welcome. Canary Wharf, I used to love going for walks around Canary Wharf. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Wexford Island, welcome. Ireland in the house as well. Liverpool, oh, you're welcome, you're welcome. No worries. Okay, I think, oh, one more thing. So I've finally created the Lucy Brand Show. So if you like this healing, the Lucy Brand Show basically is a community where I give a sermon each week. This week it's been on what you give, you get back. So I'm talking about feedback with the universe, and I give practical examples of, if your life sucks in a particular area, like, I'm giving you examples of how to shift that and change that. In a sermon, I call it a weekly sermon, where I basically channel. And yeah, if you enjoy this and you'd like more of that, you'd like more of me, that happens weekly, then check out, I'll put the link in there. Check out the Lucy Brand Show. Also, there's also another tier. Sorry, I thought I saw some a notification. There's also another tier where you can access more tapping videos and meditations and things like that. And I'd love for you to join if you feel like it. No pressure though. I'm just really proud of it. I love it. And every week when I sit to do a sermon, well, I stand when I do my sermons, I like something. This is why I love channeling, because it doesn't come from me. It like opens me up to a whole new frequency that's not human. And it feels amazing. Okay, elevated consciousness, like I was talking about in the beginning. Okay, so imposter syndrome. What I would love to know, but you don't have to go into any detail, right, is, do you experience imposter syndrome at work, or in your work, or in your personal life? Or you can just literally say personal life, work. You don't have to go into any detail if you don't want to. It's completely up to you. But I just want everywhere. Oh, bless you. Okay, we will address that today. Thank you for being so honest. Work and studying. Okay, personal life. Perfect. Okay, so everywhere, really. Okay, I'm just going to have some. By the way, if you've got water, start drinking some now. Hydration is good. Work and personal life, work. Awesome. Okay, we're going to flip that today then, my lovelies. So if this is your first time with me, just let me know in the chat who's been with me before. Just let me know if this is your first time. and welcome if it is. So basically what we have to do is all the time, been before, amazing, welcome back, first time, welcome. Okay, so all you have to do is repeat after me and tap on the different points of the body that I tap on for the first part. And then the second part is we go into a meditation with a goddess, usually. Sometimes it can be an angel, but this month, it's a goddess, right? And yeah, that's it basically. So the way I like to do it, it's called tapping, EFT, emotional freedom technique. The way I like to practice it is we get out all the, let's say, negative, heavy stuff first, and then we fill in with the positive. If you're able to, it's really, I feel it's very important, especially as women, to be able to express ourselves, because we tend to be people pleasers. We tend to not express ourselves or speak our truth because we've had years of persecution or years of not being allowed to. So even if you just speak the words out loud, it has a huge and powerful effect because you're speaking your truth. And even that can be transformational in itself. The tapping points are meridian lines. So it's basically acupuncture without the needles. Okay, perfect. Another first time, amazing. And work and studying. Okay, awesome. Right, I'm just gonna tune in and take some more liquids. Okay. Right, yeah, so we're going to start on the side of the hand called the karate chop point. I'm just going to check if there's anyone. Nope. Okay, here we go. Oh, sorry, let me just say before we get into the meditation, the goddess today is Tauropolos. I hope I pronounced that right. But it's basically, I love this goddess. I didn't know she existed. So she actually represents the astrological month of Taurus, the start of Taurus season. And her themes are work, patience, strength, and courage. And her symbol is the bull, Taurus. So that actually, I was just like, this is perfect, because that means that, you know, to speak your truth and to move through imposter syndrome, you need courage, you need strength, you need patience, right? You need to cultivate all these things. So that's the goddess we're going to meet today. It's going to be awesome. Okay, right. Okay. So I'm going to start on the side of the hand and just repeat after me. Okay. Oh, sometimes my imposter syndrome gets so bad, it completely takes over. And in some cases, and some situations at work and in my personal life, it completely derails me. Ooh, I'm feeling it already. And I get so in my head that I really start to doubt myself. And I become so insecure that I just shrink. And sometimes I don't say anything. Sometimes I allow people to walk all over me. Sometimes I get so insecure, I go into people pleasing. And I'm not representing myself how I would like to. All this lack of belief in myself, it can get really painful sometimes. So I choose to acknowledge that. I choose to acknowledge this imposter syndrome. And I choose to love and accept myself anyway. Even though this imposter syndrome pops up. And it's so annoying. I don't know why I care so much. Well, I do. It's because I want people to see the true me, to see what I'm capable of. But I am so scared sometimes that I'm going to get found out, that people are going to realize that I'm a fraud, or that I'm faking it, and that I don't know what I'm doing. And that frightens me, they're getting found out. So even though I can feel that fear moving through me, even though I have all this fear of getting found out, of being seen as a fraud, I choose to put on my big girl pants and I choose to acknowledge it. I choose to take responsibility for these unkind thoughts and then those feelings that follow. And I choose to love and accept myself anyway. Do you know what? I'm going to shower myself in love. I'm going to shower myself in acceptance with all these insecure and worrisome thoughts and feelings anyway. Do you know what? That's starting to feel good. I can feel that courage, that fire rising in my belly now. Okay, take a deep breath in and let it go. I'm just going to take some more water. There's tea actually, herbal tea. And we're going to get into it. Oh, this imposter syndrome. It really knocks my self-esteem. And some days I don't have much self-esteem anyway. So it's really not very helpful. And you know what? The universe, the divine, infinite intelligence, God, whatever your higher power is, they wouldn't have given me these gifts. And they wouldn't have given me these talents. And they wouldn't have given me these desires and inspiration if I wasn't supposed to do something with them. And sometimes I might be in a room full of loads of people who I believe are far more qualified than I am, or far more experienced than I am. But the thing is, that insecurity is born out of my ego mind. And that insecurity is aligned to fear. It's not aligned to love. This imposter syndrome is not coming from a place of elevated consciousness. This imposter syndrome was created by my beliefs, my ego and my insecurities, the way perhaps society makes me feel, because I don't have a qualification in that. I don't have the experience needed in that. But you know what? I don't need that. Because I can feel what is good for me. I know what is good for me. I know what I want to do. I know how I want to make a difference in the world, or how I want to change things. And when I'm tapped into that, when I'm tapped into those possibilities and those expansive frequencies of love and courage, and you know what? Determination. I know that I can be in the room with anyone. Do you know what? Sometimes I forget. I forget my greatness. I forget that what I know. I forget how compassionate and understanding I am. I forget that the things that inspire me and that I am good at, no matter what a qualification says, I have a natural talent at. I know deep down, I can hold my own. I'm giving myself permission right now to pull up a seat. No, pull up my throne to any table I choose with so much confidence. Because in this moment and moving forward, I am choosing to back myself. I am choosing to acknowledge my insecurities. I am choosing to acknowledge this imposter syndrome when inset. And I'm choosing to go with it anyway. I'm choosing to elevate my consciousness. I'm choosing to shift my perspective of myself to one of love, to one of truth, to one of belief, to one of trust. That's what it really is. Do I trust and believe in myself? I've got to start doing that. I can't let other people's opinions or insecurities that they're projecting onto me, how dare they, derail me. I certainly can't take them on as my own, because in truth, I am great. I am a miracle-making human. And do you know what? I could actually do anything I choose to. But I'm choosing to follow my bliss. I'm choosing to focus on what I'm naturally talented in. And I'm choosing to lean into that. I am choosing to be courageous with that. Now, whatever that might mean to me, it might mean that before I enter a room, or before I start studying, or before I do a presentation, or have a meeting, whatever it might be that I need to park my imposter syndrome for, I'm going to do what I need beforehand to activate that courage. It might be a dance. It might be a talking to myself. It might be repeating affirmations. Anything to elevate my consciousness and align myself to the truth of who I am, which is I am not in competition with anyone. I am in my own universe, creating constantly the things that I would love. I don't need to worry about anyone else. I don't need to think about whether I'm good enough, whether I'm worthy enough. That isn't even in question here, because I am. So I'm not going to allow those limited, unkind, untrue thoughts to permeate my mind, because it's not fair on me. I'm doing myself a disservice. And through that, I'm doing the world a disservice. Because if I don't show up fully in all my glory, in all my greatness, because of this ridiculous imposter syndrome, I'm cheating myself. And you know what? The more I fully back myself, the more I trust in myself, the more I believe in myself, the more I align to love, the more this imposter syndrome is going to fall away. It's going to become smaller and smaller and smaller, because I will shift my perspective to see the truth of who I am, to see the greatness of who I am, to see the talent of who I am, to see what I am truly capable of, which is mind-blowing. So I am choosing right now to step into my greatness, to acknowledge that imposter syndrome, but do it anyway. Acknowledge that imposter syndrome, but choose to activate my courage. Acknowledge that imposter syndrome and leave it in the dust, because it's not needed where I'm going. I need to stand tall. I need to be counted. I am worthy and deserving of expressing myself, of contributing in whatever way I choose. My voice being heard, me being respected and valued. That starts with respecting and valuing myself. Whoa, that feels really good. I'm just going to allow those words of value and respect to tumble down my spine, the energy of it to flow down my spine. So as you tap on your head, just imagine these words of value and respect flowing all the way down your back, strengthening your spine, pulling your shoulders back. because you are worthy and deserving of doing anything you choose, of becoming the woman that you know you were born to be. It's your time now. And I'm choosing to not let anything stand in my way, because I deeply and completely love, honor, respect, value, and forgive myself. Okay, take a deep breath in. Oh, and let it go. And then if you want to just close your eyes. Close your eyes. If you need some water, take some water, but just close your eyes and take a deep breath in. And let it go. And take another real nourishing breath in. This breath is gifted to you from Mother Earth herself, like the power of life, the gift of life. Take it in. Imagine it's courage. And let it go. And the third breath, because 3 is the magic number in mysticism. Fill your lungs up. They're a sign of freedom. Free yourself from your limitations. Free yourself from imposter syndrome. Stand tall. And then what I would love for you to do is, in your mind, visualize, imagine, see yourself on the beautiful island of Crete in the Mediterranean, and the sun is warm on your skin. You can feel it just heating up your skin. And as you connect with that sun, it's normally the masculine energy, you feel that fire. Like as you feel that sun on your skin warming you, you feel the fire in your belly. It's actually a fire, a chi, which goes from our sexual organs through our stomach up to our heart, and it represents joy and courage, and then up into our throat. That fire, you can feel it. You can feel like, and you control that fire. You are so powerful. You control that fire, and you're stoking that fire now, that passion, that courage. And as you stoke this fire, as you stand on this beach and you hear the waves lapping and you feel the sun warming your skin, and you cultivate this fire, coming from your sexual organs, through your stomach, through your womb, like your ovaries, a source of creation, up into your heart starts to open and fill with love. It starts to fill with courage as well. And there is so much love. As you open your heart, you feel that love and support for yourself. You feel yourself starting to back yourself more. You know that you can do this. You know that you can create anything you choose. You are so powerful. You could move mountains if you wanted. It's only those beliefs that are getting in the way. And today we're going to burn them up. I want to encourage you to cultivate this fire, this passion, this courage, this love, this desire for change, all the way up into your beautiful mind. Fire is very cleansing, and it's going to cleanse your mind. Cleanse your mind of the imposter syndrome, all those fears, doubts, insecurities. We're just going to let them go. And as the fire comes up, starts to rage up, it like burns up like oxygen, like it just lets go of all these thoughts, and you feel all these thoughts, all these insecurities, all these doubts, all this nonsense, all the nonsense. It's leaving your beautiful, brilliant mind. It's leaving your wonderful, expansive consciousness. And you feel it. You actually feel as if your whole body is elevating along with your consciousness. As you look down, you feel your feet are no longer on the sand of the beach. You are rising up. Your body is becoming light. Your energy is becoming lighter and free. Your mind is becoming lighter and free. You're entering into those expansive states, those elevated consciousness states of love, of possibility, infinite possibility. Who knows what you're going to create, because you are so powerful. And in that infinite possibility, you're aligning to love. You're realizing that anything could happen for you. Truly anything that your heart desires. Your heart is so open now. You are so open to receiving those miracles, those connections, those possibilities, those synchronicities. They're all lined up for you. And you start to like shake your body, and you notice like you can't even conceive of imposter syndrome in this state, because you are your true self. You are the goddess incarnated, the beautiful goddess. This is your true self, you all-powerful self, aligned to love, aligned to possibilities and synchronicities. And it's in this state where you will receive those ideas, the creativity, the inspiration of what to do next to make your desires and dreams happen. No qualifications needed. Just your beautiful, pure talent and creative energy and spirit. That's it, which you can feel and is roaring through you as a fire right now. The fire also represents change, burning up all those insecurities. And as that happens, you feel your arms falling back as you raise your chest towards the sun, allowing the heat to burn up again any insecurities, any fears, any doubts. They are not needed where you are going. And as you're in this bliss state, this bliss, freedom, expansive state, tapped into all the infinite possibilities that are lined up for you, that the universe has lined up for you, the beautiful and amazing goddess Tauropolos comes towards you. And she is gorgeous. And she appears to you how she wants to appear to you, because she's an aspect of you, right? We're just activating Tauropolos, the aspect of you, the bull goddess. She may have horns, she may have a tail, she may have a bull's head, however she chooses to come to you, that's perfect. And she kisses each of your cheek and embraces you. And as she does that, you feel the courage in your heart expand. You feel the self-belief in you expand, that trust in you expand. It's pretty ferocious now. And it just feels so confident. You know you could do anything. And as she lovingly embraces you, and that you laugh together, because that's the spirit of creation, joyful creation. She asks you, what would you like to create? What would you like to change? And you share with her. You share with her. Because you can put it into the melting pot of the universe, and together you can create this for yourself in this elevated, joyful, blissful, confident, empowered goddess queen state that you have activated. And as she listens intently, she grants, she gives you the permission, she lets you know, she allows you to make it happen. The inspiration, the creativity, whatever you need, you are tapped into, and your heart is so open, you are ready to receive it in this moment. And she hugs you and she embraces you and she whispers something in your ear just for you, just for you. And she places one of her beautiful hands on your heart, and you feel that connection. You feel that connection to her, and you feel that connection to the aspect of you that is her, that courageous bull inside, that tenacity, that persistence, that fortitude, that patience, that strength, that courage. You feel it all in your heart and in the fire roaring inside you. Passion to make this happen for yourself. And with that, she embraces you, and you start to float back down to the beautiful sand beneath, but still feeling this lightness, feeling this connection, knowing your worth and what you're capable of. Or maybe you're not even sure what you're capable of, because it'll blow your mind. That's okay too. And as your feet touch on the beautiful white sandy beach, you give thanks in your heart. There's so much gratitude in your heart. Thanks to the sun. Thanks to this beautiful beach. Thanks to Tauropolos, the goddess. Thanks to yourself. You've been on a journey. It's now time to integrate it and make it happen for you in this 3D reality. So keeping your eyes closed, take a deep breath in. Oh, and come back into your beautiful, amazing body. And let it go. Keeping your eyes closed, take another deep breath in. Bring your beautiful spirit back home into your gorgeous, delicious body, your sexy body, your wonderful body, your amazing body. And then taking another deep breath in for me. Oh, bringing your spirit home, bringing yourself back here to planet Earth, but bringing with you all that confidence, that empowerment, that boss energy, that queen energy, that goddess energy, whatever resonates with you, that divine energy, your spark. More than a spark now. And when you're ready, but in your own time, then you can open your eyes and come back to me. Okay, my lovelies. If you feel called to, if you feel like you would love to share how you're feeling, what your experience was, or even what nudges you got, or like what action you're going to take next, I would love to hear that. Please pop it in the chat. But if you are too blissed out to make that happen right now, that's cool too. Like I said, this is your experience. I'm just the guide. Everything is perfect however you choose to experience your life. Oh, beautiful. Wow, so beautiful. Thank you very much. Oh, you're so welcome. Honestly, I just love doing it anyway. Like, it's as much of a joy for me as it is for anyone else. But thank you, thank you. I receive your comment into my beautiful heart, and I send love back. I feel more confident. Yes, like Wonder Woman. I love that. Like the crown as well, the crown on your head, babe, like wear that. I can do anything. Thank you. Wow, you honestly can do anything. Like my suggestion, my invitation would be like, the frequencies and the energies you're in right now are the elevated consciousness frequencies, the courage that you can do anything, that you can create anything. So now's a good time to journal, or like if you've got an idea, like act on it now in this frequency, in this vibe. Thank you so much for sharing. I was told to not play it small. It was lovely. Thank you, Lucy. Oh yes, don't play small. What is it Marianne Williamson says? Our greatest fear is our greatness, like not like what we're capable of, or something like that. Like It's actually your greatness. So yes, don't play small. You'll do not only will you do yourself a disservice, but you'll do the world a disservice. Totally. Play big. I visualized an image of what I wanted to do. Yes, amazing, amazing. Oh, and now just make it happen. Like, cultivate it. If like, what's a lovely thing to do? That's amazing. When you visualize the image, when you go and do it again and turn up the volume, and what I mean by that is like turn up the colors, turn up the feelings, because when we manifest with our thoughts and feelings and spoken word, right? So the more you can turn it up, the more you can bring it into this 3D physical reality. The easier it is. Sorry, you can always bring it in here. But thank you. I love that. Love that. Thank you, helping me get back on the tapping wagon. You're welcome. You're welcome. I love that. Oh, thank you. You're amazing. You're amazing too. You're all amazing. Thank you so much for joining me live. I really appreciate it. Hopefully I'll see you next month. If not, hopefully I'll see you in the Lucy Brand show. Mwah! Love you. Bye.